Hey, what is up you guys? BetaBlader95 here, and today I am proud to say, after seeing this Bdaman for the first time over 10 years ago, I finally not only have it in my hands, but I can do a nice review. This is the Sono Kong Battle Bdaman Fire Spirits 02 System Cobalt Saber Fire. And aside from that being a mouthful, this thing is awesome. So, before we even get started, let's check out this box, shall we? So, very nice product image of the toy firing the drive shot, which is included. It is a strike shot, primarily made of blue plastic with a red piece of rubber going around it to add friction. It is a strike shot Bdaman, of course, and it is from the 02 system, and there's our boy Yamato being Yamato. Boring bottom of the box. On the side of the box here, showing is a power type, showing the drive/power mode here. Essentially, these wings have an interior piece that slides forward and puts more pressure onto the core, giving you a much stronger shot. It pays really nice homage to Guardian Phoenix from Super Bdaman, and here it is in the DHB armor. Bdaman, again, in the drive mode, and the Strive core itself. The word drive is used quite often with this Bdaman. And on the back of the box, we show the main gimmick here. So kind of focus, there we go. Have the main gimmick of the Bdaman itself. It is in its drive mode by default, showing off the core, the armor, and some basic specs. The abilities and stats of the strike shot, known as the drive shot. That's going to be very annoying to say. The standard status for the Bdaman: targets, don't eat anything, don't shoot anybody. There is a sticker sheet included, and it is absolutely massive. And believe it or not, I actually want to apply these to the Bdaman. The problem is, the adhesive is over 10 years old and it's all dried up, so I had to go make a run to my local hobby store and buy some adhesive to apply all these stickers. I will do an updated video once that task is done. And here is Cobalt Saber Fire itself. Looks absolutely horrendous without stickers, but I mean, I digress. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. Trying to fix the quality on there. There we go. So I do have it in half drive mode here. You can kind of see where the secondary wing system has been put over the core, and this thing just looks really, really cool. I love the design of this Bdaman. It's very unique. It never has been repeated. The gimmick and the arms has, but outside of that, I mean, it's so unique. It looks really, really cool. So getting in on the Bdaman itself, we can see it's actually quite hefty. It's very big. The wingspan is about 5 inches across, and these binders are massive. In fact, I, with my adult hands, can hold these quite comfortably with no problems at all. Very nice, very comfortable, and these are very sturdy too. Unlike Chrome Zephyr, where it's a little piece that tabs over the hold parts, this bar tabs over the hold parts, but the binders are held in as the shoulder armor, and there's very tight slots onto this piece. So this thing is not going anywhere. This is rock solid, and it looks and feels very good. Pardon that noise you heard. That is my dog shaking. That aside, you can see some springs in the side here, and these are going to play into the main gimmick here of the power mode. So to transform it into drive/power mode, you're going to push this little piece up that is held in by friction, and we're going to slide them behind the core. These are spring-loaded as well, and that little spring-loaded piece on the shoulder, you'll tab up and then push back down, and now this half is locked in place. And we will do that again quite easily. This shoulder is very easy. This one is not. It could just be because I assembled it slightly differently, but this one is like a millimeter longer, and it's actually quite weird. Now, before I forget, this Bdaman does have a drive strip on there. It's a little piece of rubber that's going to add some nice spin to all these shots you make. And before we do a test shot, I do just want to show off how to get out of this mode. Somehow that escaped me. So as you can see, there are some indentations here on the parts that are spring-loaded, and simply by pushing them down, it unhooks them, and you can draw them back into the armor to be used another day. So here we have Cobalt Saber Fire loaded up with 4 Bdaman. I do have the magazine from Gil Scorpion attached just to hold those extra 2 marbles. So we're going to fire 4 shots at the infamous Crash Tower in the standard mode, and then I'm going to cut the video, go into drive mode, and then fire from there, and after that we'll do the strike shot test as well. So get a grip, quite literally, hold it in as I drop stuff. That happens more than I'd like to admit. So get a grip on there and let's go. It's not very strong, that's for sure. So now we have Cobalt Saber Fire in its power mode. 4 shots, and this thing is tight. I am not gonna lie, firing this thing actually feels like I'm gonna break something. There is no wiggle room in here. These little drive pieces here do not let go, and the firepower is just crazy. So there's the 4 shots, and we did actually end up taking off the 2 weaker tower pieces of the one that's knocked off. So it's got a lot of force behind it. It's just doesn't last very long, unfortunately. So now we're gonna try the drive shot in drive mode. Here is the drive shot itself. Like I said, it's blue plastic with a red rubber strip around it, and you're supposed to align the rubber strip on the strike shot with the rubber drive strip on the Bdaman's core, which does take some fidgeting around, but eventually you can kind of do it. Let's see. Perfect. So let's fire in 3, 2, 1. That's actually about right. Alright, and now as I awkwardly hold this at its current angle, we are in drive mode, and the Bdaman, or the strike shot, excuse me, is aligned with the core in power mode, and 3, 2, 1. Even in power mode, it doesn't do much. And before we wrap up this review, let's do some quick size comparisons. Here it is with Drive Garuburn. Here it is with Justice Ifrit. And as far as length goes, here is a good little comparison for you. And here it is with Not King Rakuso. Overall, I have to say, this Bdaman is just amazing. Out of all the Bdaman I've ever built, the build process for my beautiful little Cobalt Saber Fire here is just the most unique I've ever had to go through. There's a lot more springs inside of this Bdaman, and because of that, it adds more complexity into the build. It actually took me an hour to build this versus the 30 minutes it took me to build Gil Scorpion, and that's definitely saying something considering I have about 10 years of scale modeling under my belt. This thing is really unique, it's really cool, and I have to say this is a must-have for collectors anywhere. I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on them, and that's really all I have to say. So as always, thank you all for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.